First of all, Matt, how do you feel after scoring 6 goals away? For the first time, the club's done that for nearly 100 years.
Yeah, it was obviously it was a great game from I think everyone produced last night. Everyone played well. Everyone gave their little bit to the team, and obviously it was nice to score goals. I think we could have scored maybe even more, which would have been even better. But yeah, we'll take the six, and yeah, like you said, it's not been done for a long time, so it's always nice to give them travelling fans something to cheer about.
Yeah, what's it like to have that kind of support on the road? More than 500 there, even on a Tuesday night. Wealdstone away. There are more glamour ties in this league, and yet they're there in massive numbers.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Like obviously the support home and away since I've been here has been fantastic, and as players it does obviously spur you on to when you're walking out you see them clapping you and you wanna give a good performance for them just as much as you do for your teammates. So yeah, it's something that we really appreciate, and it does massively help, and hopefully it continues for the rest of the season.
Has your role changed at all under Luke Williams as opposed to how it was perhaps under Ian Birchnell?
I think maybe I've been given more than just sort of one role in the game. Um, the gaffer likes to say I'm a number four or number six. Like last night, I was pushing forward and I'm in like the eight position. So yeah, like my role has slightly changed. It's still all about obviously getting on the ball and getting us playing and controlling games, but it's sort of doing it in maybe different areas at different times of the game. And like we played obviously the last home game, where we started off. I started off as a four, and then me and Badge sort of decided that we thought we should go to a four and a six. So yeah, it's constantly changing, which is something I'm really enjoying.
You got your goal, as we were talking about. Is that an area of your game that is something that you do want to work on, as in adding more goals to your game, or is that not really what you're there for as the immediate first protocol?
No, it's always nice, obviously, to score goals. It's you get obviously recognition for it, but I think my role in the team is not necessarily scoring the goals. It's creating chances, putting maybe people into positions where they can score sort of things, and yeah, like it is something that I'd like to keep. Obviously, I keep doing. I obviously want to score as many goals as possible, but I think it's not probably the first thing that I think about when I'm going on the pitch. It's just, but it was obviously very nice to score last night.
Is it almost an inevitability of playing in this team, which is so free scoring at the moment, that everybody is going to have an increased opportunity to score goals this season as opposed to last season and other seasons gone by?
Yeah, I think like you said, we are creating a lot of chances. I think last season we created quite a lot of chances, but I think this season is even more so. And I think like you saw from kickoff yesterday, we've had a shot within about 10 seconds. So yeah, it's really nice to play, and it's very enjoyable, and all the lads are the same. And yeah, I think the more goals from each player we can get, the better it is. And yeah, I hope long may it continue.
What do you think is the biggest difference between just the team as a whole now under Luke Williams' management as opposed to previous coaches?
I think our structure is a lot better. I think off the ball we're much better than last season. We win the ball back a lot quicker. I think everyone knows exactly what they're doing, and then the gaffer's obviously got a style of play, and week by week it's been getting better and better, I think. And yeah, like the last few games, it's obviously been working very very well. So yeah, I think the main difference I would say is the structure, which is much better, and it's allowed us to play our stuff.
What is the kind of general mood in the camp at the moment when you've won 6 on the spin, 10 of the last 11 matches? Obviously, just talking the league here and ignoring the FA Cup, but 6 wins in a row, 10 wins from 11 out of the games. They often talk about the importance of momentum because you've got that in spades right now.
Yeah, obviously mood in camp's very good. It's nice to be winning games and having the performances that we're having, but no one's getting too high, because obviously in football it's all about like sort of being able to deal with the highs and the lows of it, and we've just got to concentrate on winning on Saturday. It's on to the next game sort of thing, and just keep winning and hopefully get as many unbeaten as possible.
Has anything changed since you went top of the league?
Not really. I think it's obviously nice to be top of the league. It's I know it's an obvious statement, but it's better than chasing sort of thing. So no, I think we just, like I said earlier, we just go into the next game wanting to win, and just keeping it going really.
They're not Torquay one. I'm thinking back to the away game last season. I think back to the playoffs, the end of the season before that. They're not Torquay one.
Yeah, I'd say so. Obviously, like you said, away from home last season, they beat us, and then I think even obviously I wasn't here for the playoff games, but the home game they frustrated us a lot. I think it was 1-1 in the end. So yeah, it obviously we're a different outfit this season, and we're not going into the game just thinking, oh, we need to beat these because they beat us last season. But yeah, it's an added incentive and something that we'll try and put right.
There's a feeling at the moment when you go to a Notts game and the you're all just kind of doing what you're supposed to do and then some. Whereas there were games last season, and like the Torquay game at home that you mentioned there, and there were so many. Wealdstone away last season, where you rock up and you go, well, if Notts play well tonight, then they should win. And there were so many dropped points along the way, which are the reasons why it didn't ultimately end up challenging for automatic promotion last season. But this season, it feels like you rock up, everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, and it's leading to this remarkable run of form. Can you speak to that and the importance of everybody doing what they are there to do to ensure that on a week-to-week basis, that same adage of if Notts play their game and whoever they're playing against play their game, then Notts should still come out on top?
Yeah, I think it's not just obviously on a match day. I think throughout the week, the level of like focus and the amount we're putting into training, like obviously this from the staff and from players, we're putting a lot in, and we're obviously getting the rewards at the minute. And like you said, yeah, everyone's turning up, doing their own job, and then obviously that's contributing to a good team performance. And it's just something that is sort of like a thing we're sort of thinking about. We're gonna like turn up to the game, and we're gonna put our own stamp on the game, and like we're not worried about other teams too much. Obviously, we do a lot of research into what they're like, but we're turning up to put our stamp on the game and work hard and yeah, get the job done.